Overclockers, and welcome to another episode of BIOS Update, where I bring you the latest gaming and tech news. I've got all the big stories about an Elden Ring movie, July's new game launches, a timeline of rumoured CPU launches, and more. Before I get into it, here's your reminder to enter our 50,000 subscriber giveaway to be in with a chance at winning an Asus Strix RTX 4080 GPU. Enter the code FREEGPU please on the link below, and now onto the news. Kicking things off with the gaming chapter, and if you've been watching the channel for a while, you're probably well aware that I love driving games. It's always exciting when a new game or sim gets announced, and we now know that sometime in 2024, Assetto Corsa Evo will be making its way to PC. This sequel to the popular first game looks incredible. They have gone for extreme realism in both driving feel, aerodynamics, and graphics, and I cannot wait to get immersed in race after race in my favourite cars, from road cars, classics, hypercars, and race cars. Kuno Simulazioni has even developed a new graphics engine specifically designed for driving simulators, with full support for VR headsets, triple screens, and photorealistic details. But what specs do you need for those epic graphics? Well, it's no surprise you're going to need 100 GB of SSD storage space for all those textures, and the minimum requirements list an Intel i7-8700K or AMD 1500X paired with 16 GB of memory and GTX 1070 or RX 580. If you want to make the most of those glorious visuals, you'll need an Intel i5-10500 or AMD 2600X, the same 16 GB of memory, and a higher-end GPU like the RTX 2070 or Radeon RX 5600. There's no mention of resolution or performance to expect from this hardware, but I'd recommend one of our RTX 4060 powered PCs for around £900 to play at 1080p. Playing at 4K with max graphics settings will likely require a powerful GPU like an RTX 4080 or 7900 XT. You can wishlist Assetto Corsa Evo on Steam right now, and stay tuned for more info across Assetto Corsa's social channels. Film adaptations from video games are a weird mix of terrible fails and worth-watching wins. And now it looks like we might be getting an Elden Ring movie. The Shadow of the Erdtree DLC was a huge success, and now George R.R. Martin and Hidetaka Miyazaki have been stirring up rumours of a future feature film based on the game. The From Software president revealed he would be open to an adaptation, but only with a strong partner, admitting that his team doesn't quite have the knowledge required for such a project. Meanwhile, in a blog post, George R.R. Martin, who did the world building for Elden Ring, wrote about winning a recent award related to the game, before hinting that a feature film or television series is already in the works. There's a huge fan base for the game, and the lore is extremely detailed, making Elden Ring an excellent contender, and I'm pretty sure there are plenty of interested parties. Let me know in the comments if you're hoping that Elden Ring comes to the big screen. Moving on to the hardware chapter, where it's shaping up to be an exciting year if you're overdue a PC upgrade. Prices on existing hardware have been gradually falling, and rumours are circulating about the next generation. So, what new CPUs are expected to launch soon? On July 28th, AMD is said to be launching Ryzen 300 Strix Point CPUs, which will be found in futuristic laptops with new AI technology. Desktop processors arrive on the 31st with powerful new Granite Ridge Ryzen 9000 CPUs for AM5, or the Ryzen 5000 XT as an affordable upgrade path for the aging AM4 socket. A grand total of 6 new SKUs to choose from. AMD X870E and X870 motherboards with new features for AM5 will supposedly follow on the 30th of September, close to the launch of the rumoured Granite Ridge 9000 X3D chips for 3D V-Cache and apparently unlocked overclocking, ideal for gamers and enthusiasts. Intel also has plenty of leaked launches starting on the 17th of September with Intel Core Ultra 200V Lunar Lake CPUs. These are your flagship laptop processors that will replace the existing lineup with up to 9 different SKUs. Desktop Intel Core Ultra 200K Arrow Lake S CPUs and Intel Z890 motherboards are expected to drop in October to replace existing 14th gen CPUs and Z790. Finally, more affordable Intel Core Ultra 200 Arrow Lake S CPUs and Intel B860 motherboards could land in January 2025. Whew! That's a lot of launches. Of course, these are just rumors for now, but hopefully it helps you plan your next PC upgrade, and we'll make sure to cover the performance and specs as soon as they're available. So subscribe now so you don't miss it. How fast is your home internet? The UK average is around 70 megabits per second, and I can bet amongst the gaming community a lot of you have splashed out for a much faster gigabit package if it's available in your area. But if you've ever dreamed of downloading games in a matter of milliseconds, then you'll be thrilled to know there's a new internet speed record of 402 million megabits per second. That's 25% higher than the previous record set last year. You could download your entire Steam library in just a matter of seconds, if the rest of your PC could keep up. Japan's National Institute of Information and Communications Technology achieved the record using 50 kilometers of commercially available optical fibers and signal amplifiers. No weird tech required, just cutting-edge technology and as many transmission bands as possible for a total signal bandwidth of 37 terahertz. It's hard to imagine, but that's over 100,000 times more bandwidth than Wi-Fi 7. Obviously, this sort of setup is astronomically expensive and currently has no mainstream use, as most tech can't write data fast enough to keep up. But as our hunger for larger, faster data only increases, this development will be of huge interest to the tech industry. And who knows, in the future, you might be complaining your 4 terabyte per second ultra broadband is still too slow to download the latest games. So somehow we're in July already, and although the weather would have you think otherwise, we're actually in the middle of summer. And that means it's time to take off for the Overclockers UK Summer Sale. This year, it's running all the way until September 1st. That means you've got the ticket to 8 whole weeks of super savings, delicious deals, and OMG offers. Our selection of discounted products will be updated throughout the sale. And if you don't find your dream deal right away, it may yet be on its way. So make sure to keep checking back and ensure you're signed up to our regular newsletter so you don't miss a big bargain. On the blog, Emily has picked out her 5 favourite deals across monitors, laptops, cases, graphics and peripherals. And there are some bargains to be had, with over 20% off loads of different items. If you head to the Overclockers website, there's hundreds of products on sale, and I promise they aren't just those slow-moving items that no one wants. More are being added constantly, so make sure to keep checking it out, and I'll drop a link below. Our final story this week is a roundup of the top 5 games launching in July. On the 2nd was Zenless Zone Zero, a 3D action game set in the near future and packed with thrilling gameplay. Build your very own squad and test your combat skills as you dodge, parry and destroy your opponents with basic special and chain attacks. Magical Delicacy launches on the 16th, a cozy platformer where you work to perfect your witchcraft and sell tasty treats. Utilize dozens of ingredients, expand your customer base and upgrade your kitchen to navigate challenging deliveries. Nobody Wants to Die arrives on the 17th. Lose yourself in dystopian New York City as Morality Department Detective James Curra. Attempt to solve a sudden string of killings using your unique abilities, including time manipulation and plenty of advanced technology to uncover the horrifying truth. On the 18th, dive into high-octane top-down survival roguelite Earl vs. the Mutants. In the aftermath of a deadly nuclear apocalypse, survive against the mutant swarm, conquer the bosses, and unlock even more powerful weaponry, vehicles, and upgrades to create powerful builds and blast through the fast-paced runs. On the 23rd, get ready to battle in Raw Men Food Fighter Arena. Go head to head against up to 8 cooks as you fight to see who comes out on top. There is plenty of fun-filled game modes to explore, and you can customize your character with stylish hair, aprons, and mitts. If you want to learn more about any of this month's new releases or see the recommended PC specifications, then head over to the Overclockers blog. Thank you for watching this week's episode of BIOS Update. Remember to go and check out the Overclockers UK Summer Sale and enter our giveaway to win that RTX 4080. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, check out our other content, and I'll see you again in the next one.